spreads, totals, props. Lots of ways to win money, but also lots of ways to lose. It's time for some sharp analysis. All sports, all over the globe, all the time. Home of the Guess Better jackpot, it's CorBET. Here is your host, Dylan Corbett.
Okay, welcome in. This is the Tuesday edition of CorBET. I'm Dylan Corbett riding solo. I do have Matt Cruzin's plays, so we were good there. He's got 3 plays, college hoops, and finally a good day for your boy yesterday. God, it felt like eons, but I did go yesterday 5-3. Yes, give me the profit. Let's see here. We had a little 5-3, 1.7 unit win. And it certainly was a sweat too. I started the day 1-3, but then 4 straight winners, correct, to get to the profit. Let's see if we can keep it going. As history has shown, I cannot, but I'm looking to bust out of the slump in a big way. Beginning with Matt Cruzin's plays. He, of course, your resident college basketball guru. As let's get you these updated numbers: 113, 78-4. 59.2%. He just slipped under 60. Still incredible, right? Up 51 units. And he's got 3 plays here. Virginia Tech in an ACC battle against Miami. He is liking the Hokies at home, -6. An hour after that one, he's got Rutgers. He's going against me on this one. That's usually solid for him. He's got Rutgers -3. That's a Big Ten battle against Purdue. And then he likes Ole Miss in the SEC battle against Bama on the road. So 2 home favorites and a road dog. Virginia Tech -6, Rutgers -3, Ole Miss +2. That wraps up Matthew Ice's card, the guru. All right. Yes, you got to strike when the iron's hot. I went 5-3 yesterday, so 17 plays, right? What? Okay, sure. I already had some soccer on the way. I've been terrible at EPL, but your boy's coming for it. I look to have scored Arsenal +122 and Burnley +129. I'm probably going to lose Barcelona. So things are looking up, however. That's just soccer. Of course, it's already underway. Just wanted to kind of touch on that before we get into the official cards, the official card and plays for tonight. Let's begin with Baylor, -34. They're facing Central Arkansas. Baylor's the best team in the country, or one of. Central Arkansas might be one of the worst. Baylor -34. Sticking with college hoops, which I went 2-0 yesterday. Arizona beating Colorado and the over. Yes. So that's my first college hoops play. I've got Baylor. I told you I'm on Purdue +3. Matthew Ice going against me on that one with Rutgers. I like Wofford +2.5 here. Mercer having a nice solid year. Wofford 3-3. They play tougher competition. Wofford a dog. I think they can get this one done. +2.5. And then lastly, wrapping up with Houston, an undefeated team, again, trying to crack into that top 5, always around. They've been quietly one of the better programs of the last decade, I would say. I like them -8.5 against Tulsa. That wraps up college hoops for me. How about this as well? I know I've been getting slaughtered the last month or so, but quietly, college football, I've won my last 4 bets, 4 straight. Bowl season's been kind to me, season of giving. Let's make it 5 in a row. I like the under in OK State and Miami. Manny Diaz notoriously does not show up in bowl games. Miami did get some good news that De'Ara King is coming back. However, I think they fall short here against Oklahoma State. I'm just going under. I think it's going to be one of these low-scoring affairs in the bowls. 61.5. Let's see where this game's being played. I don't think, it's in Orlando, so weather's not going to be an issue. Miami's probably going to get some home fans there as well that'll drive up. But let's see if we can keep that under. It's a high total, 61.5. To the NBA. Yes, I've already got my DraftKings lineup ready to go. I've been just killing my buddies. We like to do a nice little 3-person contest each day, and this week has been fantastic. It's NBA games stacked throughout the week. All right, let's get to the card, however, for today's games. I like Indiana, the Pacers against the Celtics. This is another one of these games that's not necessarily a back-to-back. They had an off day in between, but these two teams have played each other. It'll be twice in the last 3 days. Indiana won in the first matchup as a 3-point dog. They're 3-0. They've covered all 3 games. It's very tough to beat a team twice, especially when it's within 3 days. But let's go with Indiana. I think they're legit this year. So I told you about their lineup: Sabonis, Brogdon, Miles Turner, Oladipo. This is a pretty solid team. I think they're ready to crack the top 4 in the East once again, this Indiana team. I like Cleveland. Don't think they're going to be cracking the top 4 anytime soon, but damn, this team is fun to watch. Might be my favorite team to watch so far. They're undefeated. They're facing the Knicks. Yes, Cleveland -3. Knicks, I believe, are going to be a bit banged up. Well, here's what they are banged up. Their entire second line is banged up. So they'll have the majority of their starters. RJ Barrett's always going to fill up the cup, but Alex Burks, I believe, is doubtful. Obi Toppin is still out. So I like Cleveland to keep rolling there, -3. Let's go over in Chicago, Washington. Chicago's just a terrible team. Their defense is not there. They do put up points because Levine can just go off for 40 whenever he wants. He's jacking up shots left and right. So I like the over here because Washington's very similar in that regard with Beal and Westbrook. It's high total. Don't be afraid, however, over 237. I like the number there in the Wizards and the Bulls. I like Orlando, another team that could sneak up towards the top of the East. Oklahoma City, Al Horford out. George Hill, questionable, might be out. They're on a back-to-back as well. So I like Orlando here, an undefeated team. It's a high number, but I think they can get this done. Oklahoma City's actually bit me both games they've played so far. Well, let's see. Let's go for it again. I like the number there, -6.5. And in fact, I got this morning, and no, it hasn't done too much movement. So yesterday, the crazy game was the Grizzlies. I grabbed at 6.5 before they ended up being a 4-point favorite because Durant and Kyrie were both out. So I like Orlando. I like the Clippers here. T-Wolves, they're without Karl Anthony Towns. Clippers just got embarrassed. What was it, against the Mavericks without Kawhi, right? Kawhi, I think, is coming back. At least the line movement is suggesting that he will, because it went from 6 to 10 with not too much overwhelming tickets on one side. So a clear sign of some sharp movement. I like the Clippers to roll at home. Minnesota just got trounced by the Lakers. Sacramento, we'll get Denver here off a back-to-back. They beat the Rockets. The Rockets, they're depleted. I know they have James Harden, but that's a depleted team. They're still dealing with COVID, playing guys that would not normally be playing minutes. So I like Denver coming off the back-to-back, the win. Sacramento's a decent team that's already beat Denver this year in the opener. I like Sacramento here +2. And then a team that's just awesome and fun to watch, Ingram, Zion, Lonzo. It's the Pelicans +2.5. They're at Phoenix. Believe Phoenix is, are they coming off a back-to-back? Not quite sure, but I like the Pelicans as the better team here. Everyone, their mother is on Phoenix, so I like the Pelicans here as the better side, +2.5. That wraps up my card. Let's see if we can keep it going. Doug Cicerelli is going to be our guest better, probably joining us live tomorrow. So the guest better jackpot, don't worry, I'm still putting money in. I'm itching to give it away as well. Must be following CorBETs on Twitter, and we will, you know how we do it. We put it in a hat, your name, all the followers, and we just draw out of there. And a lucky winner, I'll Venmo personally. We're getting close to $100. Doug Cicerelli will join us tomorrow. Matthew Cruzen back as well. You heard his play at the top, and you've got mine here. Let's cash.